Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Shahbaz Gill to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Shahbaz Gill's words. We will now update you about the protest happening today in Washington, D.C. People have already started arriving at the protest site. The protest is set to begin shortly. We'll provide you with updates on that. Alongside that, we'll update you on the ongoing Iran-Israel conflict. Iran is currently under increased attacks. As we speak, at least 5 Iranian cities are under Israeli strikes. Iran is also retaliating. Many international leaders have now started holding talks. Azerbaijan has made a major announcement as well. We'll also update you about the statement from Nawaz Sharif regarding the Iran-Israel conflict and discuss that. Then, Khawaja Asif has made some statements regarding India and Pakistan, claiming that in 2019 Pakistan surrendered before India. What is that about? We'll try to cover all these matters. But first, let's head straight to Washington, D.C. in front of the Pakistani embassy, where today, on June 14th, a protest is scheduled at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, local US time. People have already gathered for the protest. As we mentioned earlier, participants have arrived from Florida, Michigan, Canada, New Jersey, New York, Chicago, and, well, many other places. Some people traveled 10, 12, even 20 hours by road to reach Washington, D.C. We welcome all of them and sincerely thank them for this effort. At a time when personal priorities dominate, these individuals have come forward in service of a national cause. These are people who do not even plan to live in Pakistan directly, nor are they benefiting from the system there. But clearly, Pakistan is part of their identity. They want that identity to be strong and respected worldwide, marked by democracy, rule of law, freedom of speech and human rights, so they can proudly reference their country globally. Now, Field Marshal Asim Munir has also come to Washington, D.C. in connection with a parade. It also happens to be President Trump's birthday today, and the parade is organized specially by his supporters, not officially, but still large in scale. There was an attempt by some friends of the Field Marshal to mislead people by spreading a flyer claiming he would be in Dallas, Texas for an event. It was shared across America to create confusion so that people planning to attend the protest in Washington might skip it or head to Dallas instead. But according to our information, Asim Munir is in Washington, not Dallas. This diversion attempt was likely intentional. As of now, a large number of people have reached the protest site in Washington. We'll try to bring you live updates from there soon. A large protest is expected, God willing. Now, shifting to the Iran-Israel situation. The biggest recent news: 5 individuals in the Iranian city of Yazd have been arrested for allegedly collaborating with Israel. These are the first arrests in the current conflict, though reports suggest up to 70 people may have been detained. It has been claimed that Israel received internal support from within Iran, which helped them identify the exact whereabouts of key Iranian military and nuclear leadership figures, something not possible without internal intelligence leaks. Many of these leaders have been targeted and martyred. Iran has also reported that 3 more of its nuclear scientists have been martyred in Israeli attacks. This brings the total to 9, according to Iranian media. Near Tehran, Israel had allegedly set up a secret base with drones, weapons and commandos. Similar to how Russia's bases in Ukraine were attacked, this base was used to assemble drones and launch strikes. Pakistani journalist Najam Sethi also reported this, calling it a major intelligence failure for Iran. Reports suggest this was not just an aerial bombardment, but a collaborated ground-air attack, where operatives on the ground also took part. Iran has now shot down a 3rd Israeli F-35 aircraft. F-35 is a highly modern, American-made aircraft. This is a major development. Interestingly, just before this 3rd jet was downed, an Israeli minister had claimed that Iran's air defense system had been completely destroyed and that Israeli jets could now fly from Israel to Iran freely without threat. But Iran shooting down another F-35 contradicts that claim. There are also reports that a female Israeli pilot of one of the previously downed jets has been captured and is now in Iranian custody. After Iran downed the 3rd F-35, a French defense analyst named Jean Moreau suggested on international media that Pakistan might have helped Iran restore its air defense systems. implying such quick recovery wouldn't have been possible otherwise. This is an allegation and no newspaper or official outlet has confirmed it, but it is being discussed. China has issued a stern warning to halt this escalation and condemned Israel's attack on Iran as a violation of Iran's sovereignty during an emergency UN Security Council meeting. 3 countries, China, Russia and Burkina Faso, have openly condemned Israel's actions. Prior to the attack, the IAEA passed a resolution against Iran's nuclear activity. These 3 countries voted against the resolution in support of Iran. India and Pakistan abstained from that vote, an important diplomatic detail. Pakistan neither supported Iran nor Israel. We remain neutral. We said we are neutral. Both India and Pakistan declared neutrality, meaning we did not vote either in support or against the resolution. Now you can analyze for yourself whether this is truly neutrality or not. Let's now move to the next related news. Nawaz Sharif spoke out, but not on his own. A microphone was essentially placed in front of him, and his usual hand-picked, pre-approved acquaintances who are allowed access to him stood nearby. As he left his house in his car, perhaps he expected questions about the nation, but someone asked him something, possibly even pre-arranged. Nawaz Sharif doesn't speak publicly or give interviews unless the situation is pre-scripted, just like his daughter. Recall the famous interview she gave to a certain reporter, where she signaled with her finger what parts to cut. Cut this, cut that. Later, when the interview aired, all those parts were removed. It's a different matter that the raw footage was leaked afterward. At the time, the reporter was boasting that no one could tell him what to do. But later it was evident that someone could, just not his father, but his mother, like sponsors. Nawaz Sharif also operates in this fully staged manner, and his daughter has learned well from him. Now listen to what Nawaz Sharif said. It was like the statement of a helpless father on behalf of his daughter. He didn't say anything forcefully. Not a word about how the world must stand with Iran, or that Iran has the right to defend itself, or that Pakistan and the Muslim Ummah should support Iran. All he said was, "It's very unfortunate." Yes, very unfortunate. In today's world, I don't think a bigger mistake could have been made. Such an attack. It was extreme. That's it. A lifeless, scared-sounding statement. It would have been better if he hadn't spoken at all. Even his expression of regret seemed fearful, as if he was worried that saying anything too strong might offend brave Israel and cause him trouble later. This is the current state of affairs at the international level. Simultaneously, people are also questioning why Imran Khan hasn't condemned Israel yet from his account. But Imran Khan is in jail. He has no access to social media or to anyone. So how is he supposed to tweet? But these people don't care about truth. Their only purpose is to spread lies and propaganda. Their narrative now is, why hasn't Imran Khan condemned Israel? They ignore the fact that no one can meet or communicate with him right now. If you want to see Imran Khan's stance, look at his past tweets. They clearly show his position on Israel, Iran and Gaza. In contrast, if you want to see Nawaz Sharif's stance, you'll have to go back to a televised interview, possibly on PTV, with Maulana Ajmal Qadri, where he revealed that Nawaz Sharif sent him to Israel. Yes, because Nawaz Sharif wanted to establish relations with Israel. Ajmal Qadri was part of the official delegation during Nawaz's tenure. He publicly said they went with the Prime Minister's approval. So, on one hand, Nawaz Sharif is ready to accept Israel and send envoys there, and no one objects to that. But on the other hand, people are criticizing Imran Khan for not tweeting, even though he is in prison and has no contact with the outside world. Now, let me tell you about the biggest hypocrite journalist, and I use the word biggest very carefully. There may be worse people, but this man begins his day with the name of Allah and ends it with lies and hypocrisy. I'm talking about Ansar Abbasi. He retweeted a tweet that criticized Shahbaz Sharif for not issuing any statement against Israel, saying, "It's now completely clear. This man is an Israeli stooge." He tweets thousands of times about small things, but is silent on such a big issue. You can sense Ansar Abbasi's pain through his retweet. But if you watch our earlier vlogs, we've been covering Israel-Iran in depth. Most of my focus is on delivering information to you through this medium, not Twitter, which is why I've largely moved away from tweeting over the past year and a half. But you must take note of this hypocrisy. These are the same people who, when waving the Palestinian flag became a crime in Pakistan, stayed silent. People were arrested for simply showing support for Palestine, and these so-called journalists remained silent. But now they're attacking political rivals instead of doing real journalism. Now let's move to the final news, which is truly shocking. Pakistan's defense minister has declared that the return of Indian pilot Abhinandan in 2019 was a surrender. Yes, you heard it right. This is the second disgraceful statement by the defense minister. The first was when he admitted on Sky News with Yalda Hakim that Pakistan has been nurturing terrorists for the past 30 years. Now he has made another shocking statement that in 2019 the Prime Minister and Army Chief surrendered to India. He said their legs were shaking and they were ashamed. He's basically announcing to the world that Pakistan lost to India in 2019, despite shooting down 2 Indian jets and capturing Abhinandan. He said returning Abhinandan was a betrayal of national pride, a complete surrender. And this isn't his first time saying something like this. In another old video, he listed all the wars: 1948, 1965, 1971, 1984, and 1999, and claimed Pakistan lost all of them, and that the flesh has been ripped from the bones of the nation due to this endless military spending. That was his analysis. Now he's added 2019 to that list. So according to the defense minister, from 1948 to 2025, Pakistan has done nothing but lose wars and surrender, especially to India. He believes Pakistan has always been defeated. The only victory, according to him, is in 2025. Now remember, this is the same defense minister chosen by Field Marshal Asim Munir, who appointed him on the basis of fraudulent votes. Yet now he's revealing that in 2019, when Asim Munir was DGISI, the country surrendered. If that's true, it reflects just as poorly on Asim Munir. If the army chief's legs were shaking, then surely Asim Munir, who held a top position then, was also part of that failure. He was Corps Commander Gujranwala later and still holds key positions. So it's confusing why Asim Munir doesn't silence this man. After all, he's his defense minister, not Shahbaz Sharif's. Asim Munir brought him to power, and now he's exposing the institution that empowered him. This defense minister is giving speeches telling the world that the Pakistan army always loses wars, and that only now, in 2025, has the nation seen a win. According to him, defeat is Pakistan's destiny. This is his own statement. You can analyze it yourself. I now need to head quickly to the protest, so please allow me to leave. That wraps up our translation of Shahbaz Gill's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.